Hi, Dineo.
Hi, Sam.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, I welcome you to the YouTube channel.
Thank
You for joining me today. Everyone meets Dineo. She's a business associate. We've been working together now for at least for the most part of this year, 2019.
Yes.
And we just had an amazing meeting, and I thought I should also share, or we should also share some things with the world, especially the youth in Africa, in South Africa, and globally also, because we were saying earlier that some of the challenges that the youth, are facing, they think it's unique.
Absolutely.
But we want them to understand that their challenges are not unique, and I believe by some of the things that we're going to share, it will enlighten them on some of the things that they can do to remedy, or to have a better understanding on how to bring solutions to their challenges. It's not my platform, it's your platform today. Please introduce yourself to the audience and tell them who you are, what you do, and I'll then answer some follow-up questions.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. My name is Dineo Molokoane, and I'm the Managing Director of Shedding Light. And I basically am very, very passionate about personal transformation. I strongly believe that true investment is in human capital. The company that I head specializes in personal transformation. That is where we help people change the way they see themselves and the world at large. I started my journey as an entrepreneur in 2015 after realizing that where I used to work was a very small pond for the fish that I was growing to become. And also it was during those years where I realized that a lot of graduates who were coming in, young people in the corporate space, they did not have a sense of self-belief, and which is something I had struggled with for a long time in corporate, where I used to be in meetings and feel like my opinions and the things that I had to say did not matter. So it took a lot of working on myself to understand that I have it in me, the ability, the potential to be absolutely anything in life. And I think that's one of the things that I'm trying to highlight to you, a young person sitting there at home, to say you have it in you. You have it in you. Most of the times we feel we are entitled as young people. We think things must just come to us. But hey, for things to come to you, you have to be the thing first, which basically means you have to work on yourself first. You have to remove those things that are blocking us in our minds, in our subconscious mind, things that have been programmed in our minds, which as a result becomes part of what I call the ego, which is a distorted self-image or perception that we have on ourselves. So really what we have to do this season is to break the ego so that the real you may come to the surface and that the world may really enjoy and experience that authentic you, right? That we always are eager to see and find out from you. So that is basically where the journey started, and in 2015 I started with my entrepreneurial work. You can imagine that when I started, I actually was trying to copy others who were already in the game. I hadn't found my voice, my authentic voice, that is. So what I'm trying to say to you is you should be very careful not to live so much from the external world, trying to see what business the other person is doing and copying them. No. Find the one that is authentic to who you are. Spend time with yourself. Learn yourself more. We cannot talk about believing in yourself if you don't know who you are. So take time to understand, who are you? Why are you here? Because that is the fundamental foundation, the key foundation that you have to build as a young person to define and translate it into a business, into a product, into a service. It will come from who you are at the core of your being. Very important. believing in yourself starts with knowing who you are.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you very much, Dineo, for sharing that. And while you were sharing and I was listening to you, I was nodding, my head behind the camera to say, wow. You're an author.
Yes.
And you wrote a book titled The New Beginning.
The New Becoming.
A New Becoming.
Yes.
Excuse me.
I get that a lot, don't worry.
A new becoming. And in the book, there's a lot of inspirational content, some personal development, because you facilitate master classes on personal and business mastery.
Absolutely.
And so I wanted to share with the audience wherever they are some of the things that are mentioned or that are in your book, that speaks to an individual finding the authentic self.
I think that's one of my most interesting conversations to have. And A New Becoming is a book, a guide to personal transformation. And one of the key quotations that I have in the book, it says, when change is self-induced, external change becomes your servant. So it starts there with you deciding that I have to change something within me. I have to transform myself in order for me to be able to see change as a servant, as not something that masters me. So the journey of becoming really who you are authentically starts with you understanding who you are not in order for you to understand who you are. So A New Becoming is a book that helps you understand fundamentally how you are designed to function. It peels off those layers in your subconscious mind, breaking the ego so that you get to understand who you are at the core of your being. When you come to a place where the mind for a change does not know, which is a good place, by the way, because all along the mind knows a lot. But if you really think about it, where does the information the mind knows comes from? It comes from social conditioning. The things we were taught as young people, the things that we were told that you are not good enough, that you are a failure, all those things. Most of the times, that is what the mind accumulates and deceives you into believing that that's who you are. But A New Becoming says, oh wait, there's something beyond what the mind knows, who is the essence of who you are. So that is what A New Becoming is all about. I wish you a new becoming because that is a gift that has been given to all of us. A gift to know who we are and why we are here. Because truth be told, who you are is why you are here. I am light. Who are you?
That was very powerful, and you touch on something. Because of time, we wouldn't prolong this video, but there's something that you said that
Yes.
I just want to touch on, and then you would make reference back to your book. You said there are social education or environment and all of that could contribute to the negativity
Yes.
that someone, or specifically a youth, would have out there. That's true. There are negative social constructs, and we, maybe not all, but I'll speak for myself that I had that experience growing up as a young person, where you look around you, most of the things you can see or that you can identify are mostly negativity. There is no much of an individual or something that will inspire you on a daily basis. And there are hundreds and thousands and even millions of youth, not just in South Africa, all over Africa and all over the world,
Yes.
that live in a negative society, and that's all they can see. And you were saying that the new becoming, or a new becoming, the book, has the capacity to peel that layer,
Yes.
so that you can get to the core of who you are. Please tell us how
Absolutely.
they can do that,
Yes.
and achieve that. Where they
Absolutely.
peel all the negative social belief and start becoming.
Absolutely. So the first step would be having a sense of awareness. It starts with awareness. You have to be aware that this is what has been holding me back. For me personally, I struggled for a long time with believing that I am not enough, because I was looking at all the limitations that defined who I thought I was. So I am not enough was that monster that was sitting in my subconscious mind, holding me back. No matter how hard I was trying to break forth, it would always tell me, but you are not enough. And for me, that was it. And for most people too. So the awareness of that had to be key. Most of the times we hear things all the time. We are on social media, we are on the net, we are always having information or being bombarded by information. But here's the thing, we never really ask ourselves, is this true? Is this true? Are the things and the stories you tell yourself in the mind true? If a voice comes and tells you that you are not enough, the question is it true? The minute you get to ask yourself that question, you will be open, something will open up within you, which will show you many things that you did in life, which actually shows you that you are enough. You are not a failure. And asking that question is what leads us to the third step, which is to now discover what the truth is. What is the truth? If a voice says you're not enough and it's not true, then what is the truth? For me the truth was, I am more than enough. I can do anything I want to do. I have the potential and the capacity and the ability within me to do anything I want to do. That is my truth. What is your truth? And once you discover the truth, you will be able to formulate a positive, liberating belief that tells you that you are a success, you are good enough. And from that, this is what I personally do. I say it all the time, because the subconscious mind gets messages and programming from things that you hear continually. So yes, I stand in front of a mirror every single morning and I say, Dineo, you are light, because that is my authentic identity. I am enough. I am enough. And those are some of the things that I do to rewire my subconscious mind in a positive way. And the minute I start doing that, it liberates my attitude towards life. I start believing that I can conquer anything. Like a lion, nothing. Every time I see an elephant, every time I see a hippo, every time I see whatever I see, I begin to see food, because I'm the eater as a lion. And that is the attitude and the perception I've developed. And once you do that, your mind will totally be liberated.
Wow, absolutely. So you are out there, wherever you're watching from, now you know that there is the real you inside of you and the authentic you, and that's the person we want to meet.
Yes.
We want to meet the authentic you. And Dineo, you are launching a new becoming next year.
Yes, absolutely. So that's taking place on the 8th of February, and that will be at Ivory Mana Boutique Hotel. It's going to be electrifying. Good people, it's about time we understand who we are, because that is what actually the world is waiting for. Like Sam said, we are waiting to meet you. We have met so many other aspects, distorted aspects of you. But at a new becoming book launch, we are going to have time to meet the real you. You don't want to miss out on this. So I'm inviting all of you. For those who want to also buy the book, you're more than welcome to do that. Please email info@sheddinglight.co.za And if you also want to be part of the book launch, please make sure that you email dineo@sheddinglight.co.za.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you in the next video. Thank you.
Thank you.